the Gruffin. Oh, Fire Guy went down before he was able to kill that Oaken back. So you see, you got to be really quick on your feet. So he's kind of altered his strategy. He's going to go and just kill everyone. We're slow over here. I don't know exactly what made us slow. You got a Thunderbolt, which is going to interrupt us. We're now rooted. We got Toxin on us. And as you can see here, we are just getting wrecked and owned in this ranked PvP match. And again, because our guys aren't built up properly, we started off really, really bad and really, really slow. So if we started off a little bit better, it wouldn't have been this crushing of a defeat here. We will be able to take down the Oaken back here with that move. And we're down to our last guy. It's 4-on-1. It could happen, but I really, really doubt it. That's going to finish him off right there, a clobbering smash. And overall, good fight there. And there's the ranked PvP. So you build your own squad up, you battle your own squad, and you earn rewards. You can see we've only won one time with our squad, even though they are all 5 stars and maxed out at level 50. So great job, Leylene. Boom, pounded out with Scruffy. Scruffy salutes you. Bow down to the master of the ranked PvP. Leylene also streams Moonrise as well, so check out his stream. And I think that, yeah, so that right there just said queue up another fight. So we went ahead and queued up another fight there, and we're going to go and search. The other really, really big PvP aspect is if you're not set into, because finding those 5 stars take lots and lots of dedication, lots of time. The other PvP they have is Arena PvP. And Arena PvP, you can see here, you get a random squad of 12 guys. They're all maxed out. They're all predetermined stats, built up team. And you get to choose between which 6 that you want to use and which 6 relics that you want to use as well. So Arena PvP is the kind of e-sport, like everything is fair, everything is balanced. So we're going to go another fight here with Leylene, and we'll see what we can do this time without mistaking in the beginning and messing up dramatically. So we've got our first couple moves off. Looks like we'll get the actual first blood kill here. Oh, nope. His Warden got the interrupt off. And now the Force Nova. So even though we started casting first, just because she built up her Warden, she built up her Warden's speed stat that he actually got to attack before us. So that's the benefit of actually building up the speed stat on your Warden. Speed is very, very important. You see, we're doing a little bit better here with this thing. We already got 2 kills, so that's why in the beginning we lost so much. It's called tempo and timing. We're going to bring back our Hedgelock. He's got a Thunderbolt coming out. You can see we kind of have him on the ropes here. So we might actually win this fight. Should be able to take that guy out. We're going to bring back our Magma Clism, and we're going to bring out our Hedgelock here. The reason we bring out Hedgelock is because Hedgelock is strong against that Shard Storm over there, which is very, very powerful, and we need to take him out ASAP. Fortunately, we're going to get interrupted right there, and I think that Storm Clash is going to kill our Hedgelock. Oh, it didn't. The Clobbering Smash will kill. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, we miscued. We didn't queue on our Hedgelock. And you see now we just lost all that tempo that we had. So close here. 2-on-1. We don't really have enough damage. This guy is all pure defensive. He has no attacking skills. He got interrupted. Quick slam. It might be end up... I don't want to say it's going to end up being a draw because he's got a lightning creature which is very effective against us. We might be able to stall endlessly here. This might be a draw, actually. We're going to hold off and we're going to wait. So we got that interrupt on. Now we're going to get the heal off on him. We're going to throw up Cleanse, and that's going to protect him from lightning, which is what he's weak to. So I think we might actually be able to kind of stall this out forever here. Yes, I don't think he can actually kill us, which would be fun. I think we'd just be here all day long and see who clicks this little concede button first. Who's going to give up? Oh, he got an interrupt there. Oh, nope, he killed the Warden. So, yep, that was not a forever stall match. But very, very tanky, as you can see there. We built him up to be a very, very tanky Solari. So we're going to exit out of that. Very close, and you can see dramatically shifts depending on how you open up the game and how you start off that fight right there. So good fight there. Pound it out to the Scruffy. Boom. Get a lot closer. Let's look at the arena mode, though. This is, again, like I said, the fair balance, the esport kind of thing that's going to take off. Because you don't have to put any time in. You could just start the game up and you can actually play this and you're on even footing with everybody. So you can retire and you get your treasure chest. So let's go ahead and retire and we'll make a brand new team here. So just for playing, you actually win some prizes. So you can see we got 1 win and we won all this stuff. Even if we get... You get a ticket. Even if we lose and get 0 wins, we still get prizes. So let's click on Arena. It's like, okay, let's challenge them. You get your random batch of 12 Solari right here. And then you get 6 relics. The relics are for your Warden, your hero, your trainer. These are the moves that he's got. So it looks like we have a really, really bad setup. Everything is like healing here. That's what all these kind of like X's are. Those healing symbols. This looks like a really, really bad setup here, but let's see what we can make the best out of it. We're going to be very, very defensive in this squad. So always, always, always look at your relics because this determines kind of like what kind of team build you got. These are all the best, strongest moves in the game. Your Warden has 2 moves. The Solari, the creature, have 4 moves. These have long cooldowns. These are the cooldowns. These are the boot up times. These are very, very, very powerful skills. Typically a lot stronger than anything that your creatures have. So you get 1 major, 1 minor. Again, major is typically a little bit stronger than the minor. Over here, our first one, a big heal. It's a one-time use. As you can see, it's 999-second reuse time. Horrible. Sucks. Take this relic out of the game. It is not good. Horrible, horrible, horrible relic. Okay, never choose that relic. Ever, never, ever choose that relic. Next one, Ironwood Gift. 15-second boot up, 50-second reuse time. Vigor, really, really good. And regeneration. This is a really good relic. So we actually have a good relic. Thank God we have a relic that's good. This one, Vigor pretty much doubles down your strength damage. It's not exactly 100%, double increase, but it's roughly right around there. Probably 75 to 85 to whatever. It's a very, very big increase. So think of it almost as double damage on strength moves. Plus regeneration in arena, especially against AIs. The AIs don't focus fire enough, and they typically can't kill your guys down because they're spreading out their damage to different sections. So focusing down a guy is a very smart tip in arena, and regeneration really counters against the AIs. You fight a lot of AIs in arena right now. When the game will get more populated, go to open access, global launch. It's going to be free to play, so the game should be populated with tons and tons of players, and there shouldn't really be AI arena fights. But there might be, so you never know. Regeneration is king against bots. Let's just put it that way. The last one we have to choose from is Stonewall. 0-second boot up, which is awesome. Anything with a 0 is perfect for for using. But all it does Stone Shield, which is a buff. I personally hate buffs, and you'll see why. Your guys, they just don't last long enough in the arena mode to use buffs effectively. So the only good thing that this is like a buff, plus it's got healing, plus it's got a regeneration, which is, even though it's a buff, it's like the OP buff. It keeps you alive. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to use Ironwood Gift, and for our other relic, this one, Grant Hibernation, I like it as a stall style relic. It puts regeneration on again, and then it petrifies that unit. So if your units have really slow cooldowns or really slow boot up times on their moves, you can use this relic to actually delay the fights, stall, and get your cooldowns ready and available. So this one is not bad. It hits target ally Solari. You cannot use it on yourself, that means. Over here we have a really, really tiny heal. 8-second boot up, 35-second reuse time, 20 points of damage to heal. Approximate. These are all approximations. They get adjusted based on the stats that you have. And then here it is Stony Slumber. This is the same move as this first one, Grant Hibernation, but this one can apply to yourself. So you can put it on the Warden, on the hero. It has a longer boot up time and a longer cooldown because of that fact. So if you don't think that you're going to be putting regeneration on yourself, you would typically want to take this one. But it's always nice to have the option to heal yourself. So we're going to go and take that one, since all of these are really kind of like on the bad side. This one is pretty bad. Small heal, not really going to do much. Kind of a waste of a relic. This one is, again, on the bad side. It can be worth it, but it's just situational. And again, same thing. Situational, very, very situational. It's like a stalling relic. So personally, I like to attack fast and furious, which we probably won't be able to do that in this team. Let's go and take a look here at the guys, see what we can do. We're going to remove everyone from the squad, the team here, make a new team, new squad, new deck, whatever you want to call it. So we have an empty squad, empty battlefield here. Click on the #1 slots, and now we're going to choose who we want. When you're building your team, you look at your relics first, and then now you go from there. So we have these kind of healing, stallish relics, and they're also buffing up strength attacks. So we want to make sure that our guys have strength damage. And I like to look for fire creatures right away, because fire typically have a lot of heavy damaging skills. The fire and stone are typically your heavy damage dealers. Like here, this is a 70 points of damage attack. This is one of the strongest attacks in the game. It's also a really quick boot up, 7 seconds, and a 14-second reuse time. So you can pretty much dish this out over and over again. The downside to it is that it does backlash, which means it hurts yourself. So he's going to hurt himself, and then his passive also up here occasionally damages itself. So he's going to very, like squishy, kind of like glass cannon-ish, but he does have a high spirit stat. He's got a low defense stat right there. So he is kind of squishy, but I mean, he does a lot of damage. Again, typically your glass cannon right there. He's also got a 0 for 32, so you got a couple different options there. And then his unique skill, it does some status effects, burning and dizzy. Not very good. I like pure damage, so 18 points of damage is not great. It's a really quick boot up, 4 seconds, so if you want, we can go that. Dizzy is pretty impressive. Dizzy will make you have the chance to miss. It's like a 50-50 coin flip of, are you going to hit or are you going to dizzy, and actually hit you in the face and hit yourself. So dizzy can turn the tide of battles dramatically. Dizzy only affects the actual damage, the raw damage, not the status effects that they do. We can take a look at the other fire creature. Again, typically you want one of each element.